Welcome back to my Autism Awareness video series. To wrap this series up, today I'd like to leave you with 5 points that hopefully will change your perspective on how you view autism and how you relate to people that have autism. The first thing is, I challenge you to evaluate how you look at people that are on the spectrum. Do you think negatively of them? Do you think that they're sick, slow, less than, or that dreaded R word? If that's the case, then I challenge you to think differently, to change your position from negative to positive, to think about them as being differently abled or having special gifts. I know for my son Kyle, he may have challenges with his social interaction. However, he is a walking Rolodex. He can remember anybody's name from months ago or even years ago. And so he just has a special gift for that. So think about them positively versus negatively. The next one is, I challenge you to become involved. Get involved in your community, at community centers or different programs or church organizations, and offer your time and be a volunteer. I know this may take a little bit of time. You have to go fill out forms. You have to go through onboarding process, go through background checks. Yes, a little bit inconvenient, but it is well worth the investment into their lives. A lot of times programs would love to open up their doors to have services and opportunities for kids that are on the spectrum, but because they don't have the volunteers, they're not able to do that. So be that volunteer, get involved. The third thing is to be the leader in your community, in your family, in your community, at your workplace, in your neighborhood. When you're having a birthday party, when you're having a Super Bowl party, when you're having a backyard barbecue or whatever, invite families that are in your neighborhood or in your community that have kids that are on the spectrum. Now, this may make your party have a little bit of a different flavor because the kids might be a little bit more outgoing, or they may say different things or do different things. But that's okay. That's okay. I know that if the shoe was on the other foot and you had a child that was on the spectrum, I'm sure you'd love nothing more than to get those invitations that you would have otherwise had if you didn't have any kids on the spectrum. So take that leadership role and open your doors and your hearts and your homes to families that have kids on the spectrum. And then that leads me to number 4. Be the leader in your family by talking to your kids about autism. Ask them what they know about it, educate them on it, and then ask them, are there kids in their school, in their class, in their programs that they attend that are on the spectrum? And if they are, find out from them, how do they interact with these kids? Do they exclude them from activities? Do they have lunch with them? Do they involve them in games on the playground? Or do they exclude them? Do they laugh at them if they say or do something that is considered inappropriate? Or do they egg them on to do these things so that other people can laugh? If that's the case, then encourage them to be leaders and to do things a little differently, to support these kids when they are at school or at these organizations, so that they can really, these kids can have the best life and be included and feel like they're part of their school or organization. And then point 5 is to offer specific support to families that have kids on the spectrum. Offer to take their kids out when you're taking your kids to the playground. Offer to have them over for the evening so that the parents can go and have a date night or just go do whatever they want to do and know that their child is in good hands. If they can't make it to your house, offer to come to their house, to be an extra set of ears and eyes and just another body there so the parents can do what they need to do without fear of leaving their kid unattended. Now, even though you do that, do it often, first of all, so that they know that you're serious about it. But don't be offended if they say no for your offer, because they may be going through a lot of different feelings. They may not trust you. They may not think that they need help. They may not want to inconvenience you. They may not know how to accept that help. So don't let that stop you from offering, but just don't take offense if they don't take your offer up, if they don't take you up on your offer. But I know from experience that it would be so nice if I knew that there was 2 or 3 or 4 parents or responsible adults that I trusted that I could just I could leave my child with, or they would offer to have my child so that I could just get a little bit of downtime. Yeah, so do that, offer support and offer it often and be there as a support to these families. And the sixth thing, it's a bonus one, is to get involved. When you see changes that are happening in your local government as far as different programs and supports that are being made available to kids and families that are on the spectrum, do your part to learn about it and to insist that your government really takes this seriously. I know here in Ontario there's a lot of changes that are happening right now with the Ontario Autism Program that really it's going to affect the families and the kids that are on the spectrum in a negative manner. And so it's up to us to really hold our elected officials accountable and make sure that they look out for these kids and the families so that they can get all the supports and the helps that they need. So those are my tips. You see my son back here. I just hope that this video series has been an encouragement to you, and it motivates you to take action. I'd love to hear about how this has affected you or impacted you. So please feel free to share in the comments below. And until we talk again and I come back with another video series about something, I want you to do 3 things for me, okay? I want you to keep sharing, I want you to keep serving, and above all, I want you to keep speaking. Take care. Cheers.